Hi everybody, this is Let's Talk About Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've come to you with an emergency deck profile. So I was just about to upload my other deck profile, and I realized that one of the Reddit users from the Reddit post that I made, um, user Paradox, let me know that you could search literally any card in the deck, and so I immediately made a combo in which you search Soul Charge. So this is probably the most busted development I've ever come across, and therefore I'm going to do this deck profile extremely quickly. I'm not really going to explain too much why I play each of whatever. Just going to kind of talk about the cards that stand out, or the cards where you're like, why'd you choose to play that? Anyway, so 3 Jiaotu, 3 Chiwen, extremely standard. Um, 3 BN, 3 Sawani. I like to play a really high Yang Zinc count in this deck just so you can get nuts as much as possible. So that's why I'm playing 3 of those. I play 3 Zephyrinou. You have to, because if you draw one in hand, your Jiaotu does not become live, especially in this new combo. So you're going to play 2 Bixie, 2 Pulau, just because these special summon from the deck in attack position, and sometimes that can be a big hit to your life points. But otherwise you need them for combos. 1 Tao Tai and 1 Zefraxi. I do not play Ultimate Tolkien in this version of Yang Zing. And I play Tao Tai because it's necessary to make a Dark Earth and Light Chao Fang in one of the combos. 2 Yang Zing Path. You don't really want to see 3 in your hand, or you don't really want to see 3 just in case you draw into 2. And it's searchable, so you don't need to run the max amount, but it does have Yang Zing in its name, so you can discard it for Jiaotu. 2 Yang Zing Creation, and 1 Zephyr Divine Strike. 2 Creation, because 9 Branches isn't out yet, and I would be running a 1 Creation to 9 Branches ratio if it was out. The only reason I'm playing 2 Creation is because 2 Creation on board is really, really scary, and it has Yang Zing in its name. I only play 1 Zephyr Divine Strike, because it doesn't have Yang Zing in its name and can brick hands if you aren't able to search it just by searching. So for Metal Foe cards, I play 4 low skills. I play 3 silvered, 1 gold driver. I would be playing another gold driver, but I just don't have one. If so, I would just take out another silvered. And then I play 2 Volflame and 3 Steel In. Volflame's cool because you can make Ignister with Chiwen with it, and Stealin's alright because, well, it's actually necessary for the combo I'm about to show you. 2 Metal Foe combination, 1 Storm. I was playing 2, but I needed to make room for Soul Charge in the main deck, which I wasn't playing beforehand because it bricked hands, but now it's such a necessary part of this new combo that you need to play a Soul Charge. And then 1 Metal Foe Fusion. I would like to play 2, but space is just too tight. Moving on to the extra deck. So, for extra deck, I play 3 Baxia. It's necessary. If this deck played 2 or 1, it would not be as good, and you just need 3 for a lot of combos. 1 Herald of Arclight. It's a walking Macrocosmos, and it's an active negate. And when cards from Venom come out, it searches Saravius. 1 Chambara, because you can attack a lot with it, and if you make it with Sawani, it's a pretty big beater. Stardust Charge Warrior. Going up against anything that floats, if you make this a 25 with Sawani, you're able to just keep attacking into, I don't know, Yang Zings until they special summon something that you can't attack over, thus wasting a lot of their resources, which can be cool. Yezi, it's a necessary combo piece, and it's just a good card because it can't be targeted. Crimson Blader, if you get its effect off against Monarchs, you win. Same thing with Cosmo. Ignister, you can make it with Volflame and Chiwen, or Jiaotu and Zephyrinou. Really just good removal, especially against Pendulums. If I'm not playing Pendulums, I'll probably side it out. Void Ogre, it's a little bit harder to keep your hand empty, but if you can, it's a really good card because it's essentially a Hope Harbinger, except it also does traps. Chaofeng, this is probably the most broken card in the extra deck as far as locking down your opponent because it locks down every single monster effect. Your opponent cannot activate monster. You've seen my Chaofeng videos, so you know. You play Yangzing. This is actually a proxy for Nirvana High Paladin. I was playing Stardust Warrior until just a little bit ago, but after I heard about this combo, I immediately set it up the phone on Pulse Dragon and Stardust Warrior for Nirvana High Paladin. And the next card I'm about to show you. This is what's going to add Soul Charge to your hand once it's sent to graveyard by Beatrice's effect. So you play Beatrice because you can make it with 2 Zephyrinnu, and then later you can shuffle the Zephyrinnu with a Yangzing Path if you need to search it. And you will have 1 in extra deck, so you can use the Zephyr Divine Strike and Pendulum Summon it back whenever you get the chance. Great card. 1 number 38 and 1 Divine Dragonite Felgrand. Pretty self-explanatory. You need Felgrand to detach material in some cases, and then in the cases where you don't need to do that, I would play number 38 unless they don't really play any spells and just rely on monster effects. As far as side deck, I don't even know if this is a complete side deck right now. Yep, it's a complete side deck. So I have Storm in here because that was the Storm that I took out in order to put the Soul Charge in from the side deck. 2 Kieran. Kieran's broken. I like to side it in when I set out Storm and maybe another Yangzing card. 2 Archfiend Eccentric against back row decks. 1 Metal Foe Fusion in case you're playing long grindy games, in which case you're gonna want to have 2 just so you can use Baxi effects as much as possible. 1 Zephyraxi in case I need another Yangzing card. 1 Ptolemy to add cards back to hand. It's kind of like Nirvana High Paladin, so I'm thinking about just taking this out because it's a lot easier to make. But for now, it's just in there. And then 1 Utopia Beyond, because Utopia Beyond's pretty good, and sometimes you can summon it to win games. If you can make your opponent's board 0 and their thing is just having a lot of attack. Spots. Anyway. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I'm thinking about taking it out of the extra deck since you don't play any field spells, but the special summon from your hand once per turn can be pretty cool. Black Rose, kind of for death spots and for anything else that really just builds up big fields. It's just good removal, I guess. 1 Ade's Meteor Burst against Cosmo. Chaofeng's a better option, so I'm thinking about just taking this out, but I'm not sure yet. Beals against big things. Crystal Wing, because Crystal Wing's an alright card. It's honestly, it's better than alright. It's pretty good, but I just haven't found enough combos that I can use it in that it doesn't waste a lot of resources in. Anytime I want to side in Crystal Wing, I'll side in a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Burning, or not Burning, but Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss instead. Just because with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, you don't have to worry about like Void Ogre negates spell and traps, but Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss can do all these things just because it can negate 1 effect on field and it's a quick effect. It also special summons a tuner from grave whenever it does damage to your opponent. So that's pretty good and just better than Crystal Wing in most situations. You summon it by playing Void Ogre and Void Ogre and Chiwen or something. Alright, so off to the combo. What you're going to need is you're going to need your standard Nuts hand. And look at that. I just shuffled that deck and now we have a Nuts hand. Proof of this deck's goodness, I guess. Okay, so this is actually a pretty good hand. Alright, I'm going to try and do this in 1 take, so I might screw up, but if I do, I'll go back and correct myself in post or while I'm doing the combo. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to activate Silvered and an Effect Yangzing. You're going to pop your Effect Yangzing to set a combination and summon a Jiaotu. Jiaotu's effect is going to ditch the 2 Yangzing in order to special summon a Chiwen and a Zephyrinnu. Gonna go ahead and synchro for Baxia. extra deck. I should probably put it over here. Okay. Synchro for Baxia. Baxia is going to use its effect to pop the combination to add another metal foe from deck to hand. There's a different version of this combo that you can do if you already have a second metal foe in hand, like I do. Specifically if it's a steal-in, but I haven't really figured it out yet. I just want to get the main combo down for right now and probably go more in depth with it later. So activating the steal-in, and then because you destroyed combination, you special summon a Jiao from grave. Then you're going to pop the Chi-Wen with your newly activated metal foe effect and set your second combination. Chi-Wen's effect trigger. Chi-Wen's effect is going to trigger, and you're going to summon a Zephyrinyu from deck. With this, you're going to make your second Baxia. Second Baxia's effect is going to pop the metal foe combination in order to summon a Chi-Wen. For this specific combo, instead of setting the combination, I would set a fusion just because you're not going to want to have any cards in hand, and I already have a steal-in my hand. So instead, I'm just going to switch these out really quick. But you would be adding steal-in with your other metal foe combination. So what you do from here is you are going to synchro with one of your Baxias and your Chi-Wen into a Chao Fang in order to create board space. Then you're going to pendulum summon for 3, steal-in, and the 2 Zephyrinyu. Zephyriniu's effect, you're going to go ahead and search Zephyr Divine Strike. Then you're going to overlay your Zephyrinius. For Beatrice, I'm going to keep this in the hand for now. You're going to use Beatrice's effect to discard the Zephyrinyu in order to send from deck to grave a Soul Charge. Then you're going to use your Baxia and your steal-in order to get your Nirvana High Paladin. Because you used a Pendulum monster, Nirvana High Paladin is going to add back the Soul Charge. Go ahead and set the Divine Strike, and then you're going to activate Soul Charge. There's 2 different routes you could take here. You could leave the Beatrice on field and summon back a Zephyrinyu and a Jiao, or you could summon a Zephyrinyu and a Baxia, which is what I'm going to do in this instance. The only difference is you leave Beatrice on the field if you summon Jiao, because you would be going straight for Void Ogre and not for a Baxia and a Void Ogre. So while Beatrice can float, I don't currently have any extra deck monsters that Beatrice can float into. So I figured might as well just pop it with the Baxia effect in order to summon Jiao from grave. Beatrice isn't really going to do a whole lot on field anymore since you've already used Nirvana High Paladin effect. You could send something else to the graveyard like a Metal Foe Fusion, but that's not really necessary. So from here, you're going to synchro for Void Ogre. And that will mean you're only taking 2,000 from Soul Charge, so you're ending at 6k. You've got active scales, a live Void Ogre, a live Chao Fang, a Monolight Chao Fang, a Nirvana High Paladin, a Baxia, and you're going to have a Zephyr Divine Strike. That was one heck of a video. All did it in 14 minutes too. Hey, that's pretty good. So if you like this combo, which I don't see why you wouldn't, this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen, go ahead and leave a like. If there's other cool cards that you can search instead of Soul Charge, let me know. Just because I've known this combo for about 5 minutes, or I made this combo up about 5 minutes ago. Um, Aside from like the whole interaction between Nirvana and Beatrice. So yeah, if there are just any other cool cards you can dump with Beatrice and add back with Nirvana, let me know, because I really want to see to what extent we can take this combo as a Metal Foe Yang Zhang, I don't know, clan, I guess. So let me know if you want to see more videos, want to see me talk more about this combo or other Yang Zhang stuff or Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in general in the future. Go ahead and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later.